fun part is over. I'm sorry.
I'd like to give a shout out to the developers of this game for failing to change 2 opcodes in the code that makes the camera work properly. Thanks for making me have to do that.
So, because we have to do puzzles, because this game was originally an RPG. Wait, that was a puzzle. So yeah, this is Final Link, the final stage of the game. You know, this is just a very movement-oriented stage.
You know, spin dash hovers everywhere, spin dashing everywhere.
Yeah, but it's not complex. It's a fairly easy stage.
There's 2 major skips that make it very fast.
Yeah, we go up here, drop down.
There's a stage passes point. So yeah. There's a trick coming up here, which I got first try.
Nice.
Well, you only get 1 shot. It takes like 1 second. Also, what's a jump? I don't know what a jump.
Oh my god.
Ah.
You don't do that.
I don't care.
You need to.
I'm the one running this game. I like to live on the edge. Oh, I get to see the stage.
Yep.
Man, this takes out all the difficulty. So yeah, that was Final Link. This is apparently a stage, but we just kind of fall through everything.
And here's the final boss.
Get a load of these. Mario.
So basically, the boss here that everyone hates, that is the most consistent boss to do and you just know how to do. Basically, you want to dodge every single laser. You'll do it in between every hit you do on him. You want to spin dash jump and hit him before he gives you enough time. Before you give him enough time to get out of his cockpit and lengthen his body. So basically, that's the same. It's the same way you want to do the first 3 hits. Then he's going to switch to another phase in between the 3rd and 4th hit, and then he will be using his spinning platforms.
Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time for Mario to teach me how to do his strats because he's the boss master. That's why he's explaining everything.
He is. He sub-tasks for Sonic's Chaos 6, which is
World
crazy.
record. We're going extremely safe because I am a wuss. I'm sorry, I forgot how to live on the edge.
You don't want to pull me. Just trust me.
It's okay.
You have to learn to go fast.
I think. I don't know, actually.
So here exactly, you want to dodge the laser. There are multiple ways to do it. He did the save slow strats.
He decided just to eat the laser.
Yeah.
You know, power himself up.
Sound effects, though.
So, we're getting a load of this.
Fun thing about him, Egg Viper, is when he's saying get a load of this in Japanese, it sounds like he's saying Korea. It just sounds like the word Korea. It's funny as hell.
And when... Actually, I thought he was saying Aura.
He does at some point, but he says Korea.
I forgot which hit this was, so I'm going safe. Sorry, I forgot.
That was the last.
I brain farted.
So on the last hit, the game tends to drop a lot of input and lag for whatever odd reason. Time comes up the second
stops.
Well, the second the explosion happens, which you'll be able to notice.
Just check for when the timer stops on the upper
Top
left-hand
left.
corner.
Time.
Wait, what was the time?
35 something?
32.
32? Man.
Quick shout outs to Main Memory and Sonic Freak 94. Yeah, they created the mod loader and the Ghost mod along with the X input fix. The X input fix is needed to play this game with an Xbox 360 or Xbox One controller, or else the camera will not work at all and half of the inputs don't work. So thanks to them making the game playable.
Shout outs to Johnson, the very, 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 very old Spanish ILer who used to be the champion at Sonic Center. Where's the rest of my shout-outs?
Shout out Sarude, always being there for me.
Jake! I'm gonna hit you, man.
Gotta shout out Bay, guys.
The Nene video.
Shh. You don't tell people about that. So coming up next is Big the Cat Story, which is awesome.
James will be staying on the couch, and Jerkro will be running it. Jerkro is the current world record holder of Big Story.
Oh, shut it down.
What controller does he use?
GameCube.
Okay, we're gonna
Don't worry about it. I got it all figured out.
All right. All right, so with that, we're about to move on to the final run of the Sonic block right now. As they mentioned, that's going to be the Big the Cat Story, which was an incentive for this marathon. That was only going to be part of the schedule if you guys were able to give enough money to make it happen, and you did. So keep giving money to make stuff happen. If you guys remember at the start of the Sonic block, I challenged you to give another 30K during the Sonic block to match what we got for Yoshi. Right now, we are sitting about 4,000 away from matching that 30K. So we've got one more run. It's a short run. Get 4K in the next, I don't know, 20 minutes. You guys can do that. That's nothing. But on that note, let's go see what some other people have given. We've got $100 from LJB. Great to see that this event exists. Thanks to all who make it possible. And a hype for good measure. Guys, they wanted a hype for good measure. Can we? I got a couple. It's still going. Let's see. $50 from StrataTH. Hey guys, been watching these events for the last few years and love it. Great to see the games of our childhood as well as the games of today's speedrun for a great cause. Good luck to all the runners over the event this week. May the RNG gods be on your side. Putting the $50 towards Mean Bean Machine against Kirby's Avalanche because it's time for a change of pace. $30 from Phlox. Hey, greetings from France. Thank you for this amazing event. It's a pleasure to watch it every summer and for such a great cause. Bonsoir à tous les Français. Bye. I don't speak French, so hopefully that worked out. $50 from Nathan Roberson. Greetings from NYC. The marathons are always entertaining and inspiring. Here's to the Ori Health Challenge and Mega Man 10 Hard Mode. $25 from Eridum. Could you please greet Chrism if he's there? Awesome event. Donation announcer, I love your voice. I do not pick these. But thank you. I'm glad you like it. That's all I have. $100 from Anonymous. I don't actually have a comment. I just want to donate because y'all are freaking amazing. Also, it goes to charities, so that's amazing too. Love you guys. If I learned anything from Metroid, it's to kill all the fuzzy things. With my friend's input, let's give 25 to killing the animals, also 25 to Iwata, and 50 to the sweet nausea of Kirby Tilt and Tumble. Let's go ahead and pop on over to the bid wars and see how we're doing. All right, that Donkey Kong Country 3 file name is turning pretty quickly into a three-way race between MVTDF at $342, Pizza hanging in there at $234, and Iwata is coming up with $215.55. Like I challenged you guys, let's get Iwata in there. And since Iwata's coming on strong, if you want MVTDF or Pizza, donate for that DKC3 file name. Those are going to be an awesome 20 seconds when you get to see it. Getting a lot closer on the Resident Evil 4 jet ski glitch. So get that going. You can still choose your costume for Resident Evil 4. If you want the default costume, you got a ways to go. It's losing 225 to 33.
So this is Big the Cat story, and we're gonna see Big right in the middle of a big identity crisis because he thinks he's a rabbit, so he's gonna jump all the time. The main method of movement here is jumping. We're gonna do short quick hops on solid ground that's flat. We're gonna do running when we're going uphill, and going downhill will be long jumps. Camera flickers are a little annoying here. The camera in this game is pretty broken. I think they mentioned in the other run, but it's not really too big of a deal. Big's tail is too big, so he says, ouch. This tunnel is really tough to move in. It's really just too tight, and Big's hitbox is too big.
Yeah, like he gets like when he touches walls or anything, because this game is so glitched out. He just has a bit of a twerk on the wall for a few minutes.
All right, good RNG here. So this movement is just really important to be consistent with it because the RNG can be really tough to deal with. Froggy gets stuck sometimes for no reason, and he's really annoying. And then we're going to smash B there, and that skips an animation. And that's Twinkle Park.
In every level, Froggy has 3 spawn heights, low, medium, and high. Usually always want a high spawn. He has 2 ways he can swim, in a wide oval and like a weird heart-shaped thing. It's really confusing. But he's swimming all the time, even when like there's a tiny cutscene in the beginning of the level.
So Big did something there that we call stick the landing, where we where he doesn't move after he lands there. Sometimes he has some movement afterwards where he carries his momentum forward, but he didn't do that.
And all of the strats you see here are strats that, like, over time have been, you know, invented by Jerkro or by all the other guys. Like, he put a lot of work into optimizing this category.
He's tortured himself with this
He
game
really
more than
has.
anybody should.
He has nightmares about running, to be honest.
I believe it.
And the store doesn't like to open when you want it to.
Yeah. So Big's one and only power-up in this run is the life belt, which allows him to float in water because he's a cat, so he doesn't like water.
So we're moving into Ice Cap, which is probably the most annoying stage in the entire run. There's a big boulder here we're going to use to break the ice, and sometimes the boulder's hitbox is too big, and it covers up the pool, and that makes it really annoying. But hopefully it won't do that, and it didn't, so we're good.
That's the one time I've seen that boulder look normal when it hits theirs.
I've had it glitch out and like fly across the map
Yeah.
once.
It's going to be safe there.
Froggy has something we like to call ignorance spots, where he won't even attack or touch the lure, even if it's like an inch from his face. The game's programmed weird. This whole game is just a giant meme.
Giant memes for this game.
And speaking of the lure, there's a specific length that Froggy will be caught by. It's less than 3 meters, I think. And so, you know, the idea is to catch him at 4 or 5 meters, because you can't catch him at anywhere closer than that.
Yeah, the game will automatically reel in the lure and you'll have to throw it again.
So it's just a problem.
I hope so.
I can hear it.
That'd be brilliant.
Big the Cat story is really quick, so
It's a really quick run. When I first took world record for it about... Camera flickers are annoying. First took world record for it about a year ago. I took it with a time of 8:45, and now I've lowered it down to a 6:43. So it goes to show that finding new movement strats and everything can really be a big deal, because there's no glitches, as you can see. Everything's just movement, so it's just cleaning up general movement and understanding the run can really, you know, show improvement. I don't know what I was going with there.
You still have like heaps of like room to improve as well. Like your summer best is so much lower, so you could world record again.
Yeah, my summer best is 6:37.
sub 6 is a joke. Remember that?
This is a joke.
That was a really quick catch.
That was a pretty good
That was
record.
pretty optimal, to be honest.
In before world record.
Probably world record SGDQ. I'd spike my controller. Calling it now.
Gotta buy a new GameCube controller.
So this is Hot Shelter, and this stage is really cool because this is like pretty much the only case of platforming in all of Big Story, and pretty much the only time where you actually are in danger of, like, I guess, dying besides breaking your lure. That's another important thing to mention. So the only way Big can die is by getting hit with 0 rings or by breaking his lure, and I don't know why that kills him, but I don't know.
Can't live without his fishing rod.
Yeah.
Can't live without his Froggy.
It costs too much for the extra lure.
Big can get hurt inside of Emerald Coast, but once you cast your lure, you're invincible for whatever odd reason. There's the Tiki enemies that throw bombs, and they can actually hurt Big the Cat, but you're not anywhere close to them, and you're fishing, so you don't get hurt.
Alright, this is the final stage, so just be close here, be a little safe. A little safer than normal.
What happened to go
okay.
fast?
I guess Froggy's just going to be a bro today. Holy crap.
Something's biting.
Froggy has been a bro this entire game. Oh my god.
I'm calling it now, world record. I'm holding you to that, Jay. You have to break your controller if it's world record.
Oh man, this controller's so good though. I don't want to mess with it.
All the memories.
This is the only controller I've ever speedrun with.
Really?
It's been over a year now. Alright. So we're going to move on to the final boss. Well, I'm going to put boss in air quotes right there. Because you kill him, air quotes again, by catching Froggy. And that's about it. And actually, important thing to note is that this is the only story in the entire game where after you kill the final boss, the story does not end. We actually have to hit Tails' plane because we need to do some Grand Theft Arrow by Big here at the end.
Yeah, Big the Cat starts flying the plane away. Only if. The boss is really simple. You just have to. The fastest strat is to jump 4 times in a certain direction and then cast for Froggy, but there's a bunch of different strats you can do.
I guess everybody has their own strat.
They're in the middle, right? Alright, as long as he doesn't jump, I'm good. And got him.
Yay!
God,
There we go.
this one was beautiful. Oh my god. Wait for my call. Time.
Time.
What was it?
7:05.
Damn. Nice. A while ago, something was thought to be impossible a while ago, so 7:05 is
Yeah.
damn good.
Just this one back for all the viewers back at home. I got
Oh,
this
no,
little
no.
thing. Got the sellout shades for everyone back at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does it feel to have world record in a meme category?
Root beer belly.
Ruben Ballet!
No, but for real, shout outs to all the Sadix guys, especially Veritas, Shane Kills, G-Pro, Mario Butch, Me Kirby Games, another one, Dr. Minus. There's a million I could list off, but those are some of the guys I'm really close with. Shout outs to all the guys back home who actually watch me do this run for some reason, even though I reset within the first minute almost every time.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
And yeah, that's Pidge's story in a nutshell. It's the fastest story you can do.
I like the resets where he's like, you fuck, and then he just resets.
He's like, nope.
This is the first cutscene.
5 seconds in.
5 seconds in.
5 seconds in, reset.
Alright, so.
All right, we'll get a couple more donations in here before we end the Sonic block. So, oh, you guys got close, almost 60K, but still very, very well done. For the first 2 blocks of the marathon to get almost 60K is unbelievable.